Hi, and welcome to my personal trivia, where I'm going to be ranking members of my family based on by how likely they would be to survive a hostage situation. This is going to be very good, but I will warn you, very few people will make it. This is mostly just a how they will end. Caroline Major. This is a person that I've seen before. Based on this image that she sent in, I think that she'd be actually the negotiator. She'd be the one that has the megaphone that's saying, what do you want in exchange for the hostages? And the person up top is like, I want a helicopter and $2 million. And they say, we can get you that. What else? And then the person says, I want a burner phone with unlimited minutes, with good service in continental US and something abroad in Canada. And then she'd go on and on about how, like, well, we can't get the Canada minutes and the connection's kind of spotty in, like, the Midwest. And then they'd negotiate longer and they'd say, well, we don't cover this area. And it would go on for like a good 30 to 40 minutes while the SWAT team gets ready. And then eventually, after just delaying by negotiating the horrible phone plan options that are available to the hostage taker, the SWAT team would throw in a flashbang that would bounce off of one of the hostages and blind them permanently.
So did she survive?
She got in a car accident on the way home. You have to animate that now.
Why do I have to animate that?
What do you mean? You mean I'm editing this? Alright, Noelle Nunes. She would count as a minor if they saw her. I have the same issue. So, Noelle would definitely be the first person to be exchanged during the hostage negotiations because they think that she's a child. Both the negotiator, who is Caroline Major, and the hostage taker. And so I think that they would probably try and exchange her for probably a Verizon phone plan. And then when they find out that Verizon doesn't actually cover most of the Midwest, she would be taken back into the building and then left in the atrium where they then forget about her, and she'd be stuck there for a few days until someone remembers, like, wait, wasn't there one more hostage? And they go back, but she already, like, got up and left on her own time. And then there's a big manhunt that gets really, like, confusing for her because she had her phone off that day. And then one day one of her friends is like, oh my god, you're alive. And they're like, and she's like, yes, I've been alive for several days now. The hostage situation was a while ago. They just never reached out to me after it ended. And it becomes this whole, like, long process that eventually ends in another car crash. So. Jolynn. Jolynn is actually the hostage taker in this scenario. She's the one looking for a new phone plan. It didn't start this way. Like, it was a mutual thing where, like, she and like one or two friends were like, hey, what if we all need new phone plans? What if one of us pretends to take the other two hostage in exchange for it? If we can get away with it, we all get free phone plans. And they were like, yes. And then the day that it happened, various other people walked in at the same time and accidentally got wrapped up in all of it. So now Jolynn got, like, this whole crowd of, like, AYO people plus Conan O'Brien to be her hostages, and it got very out of control. So she would be swatted. Natalie McLean. Natalie is my second cousin 3 times removed. That's very far away.
They're also a duo. They're together.
Oh, both. So they're tied up together? Well, am I allowed to talk about the fact that is in?
That's a good question.
If you check the TechSync page and the club page for, she's listed as vice president. So it's Natalie McLean would not be an initial hostage. She would be skateboarding, and then it would run out of battery, and then I feel like almost Paul Blart style, it would, like, stop and she'd go flying forward through a window into the hostage building at the same time as the SWAT team enters from the other side. So then she gets hit with the flashbang, but it bounces off of her helmet because she's safe. But then she does have to go back to Mass General and get more stitches. So she does actually survive. Cheyenne is, I guess, if they're a duo, with her on the skateboard. And so I guess she also goes through the window. Oh, he's an expert in lore from both the Warrior Cats franchise and the 2007 CBS reality TV show Kid Nation. This guy is going to start an uprising based on what he learned from the Kid Nation television show. Kid Nation was wild. I never saw it, but I read the Wikipedia article 2 years ago, and it stuck with me. Basically, it was like Lord of the Flies. They took all these kids and put them out to this like abandoned town. Could they leave? I don't think they were allowed to leave. They all lived there and filmed it and gave them like challenges. Did someone like die?
No, no one died.
Anyways, so he would start an uprising, but then the heartburn would kick in and he'd keel over. He'd die of arrhythmic heart thing.
Heartburn doesn't cause heart arrhythmia.
And last but not least is Charlie Snow. Charlie would be the FBI sniper, but unfortunately, they'd give him like a bunch of faces to look at to know who's a hostage and who's not. But due to his face blindness, he wouldn't be able to tell who is who. And so he'd just start firing indiscriminately and end up killing everyone in the building, including the SWAT agents. So
Did I survive, or did I shoot myself because I didn't recognize myself?
a bullet bounced off of a mirror.